So I like to pull out the grass along the bottom of the feeder. It keeps the mice and the chipmunks from hanging out around there and trying to climb up and jump up, as long as it's cleared out underneath.
So now I'm going to spray the clover. I have my 2,4-D-B. So this is a weed killer that kills broadleaves, but does not kill legumes like clover or alfalfa. So mixed in all this clover, there's stuff like this. And this is, I put grass killer down, but it did not kill this. So I don't know if this is a type of broadleaf. This stuff. So there is some stuff in here, and I'm going to give it a shot. This is it's just about a 1/4 acre maybe, just around the stand. So I propped this side up with a stick. And I think I'm going to have to mount like maybe even a 4x4 or a 2x4 underneath of this bracket and screw it to that. That way the tank is always sitting on an angle, like lifted up on this side, because inside here, you can see how the hose comes down and the hose sucks in from just from that left side only. So if the water's not sitting in that corner, it's not sucking it up. And when it's level, you lose about 3 gallons of water that it can't suck it up. So that side always has to be propped up. All right, we got another setback. Besides the poor design, where the low spot is not in one area for the hose to suck up, that's number one. Number two, the feed hose that comes down swings around from the back and then comes forward like this, so it crimps instead of feeding down straight down to the boom. So it comes in from the back. So I had to tape this piece of wood on there because the hose was getting crimped on such a sharp angle. So that's one, that's two, and now problem number three. Because all the fluid goes to one side when you're riding the buggy, the pump was trying to pump with not sucking any fluid, so it blew a fuse. A little tiny 7.5, and of course I didn't have any, so I had to stop what I'm doing and run to the store, and hopefully this is the issue. So you got to keep, like, I keep an extra O-ring. If you look here, I tied on another O-ring just in case. And then now I know you got to keep extra fuses. And another thing, the on and off switch is behind you. The on and off switch should be further down on the cable so you can have it on your lap instead of reaching around behind you to try to turn it off. So whoever makes these things, fix this crap. All right, so let's say if one, I can get this package open. Okay, so I'm just going to put the bypass on and see if it kicks on. That was it. So on this, there's a bypass valve, and what the pump's doing is just recirculating it, so it's like mixing it for you. That's through this valve right here. I still got some Roundup left in here I got to get rid of, so we can use the boom and just spray some crap around here. Or use the wand. Come on, baby. There we go. Always have protective gear on. Roundup. All right, so here's some info if anybody wants it on how I've done these food plots so far. The first thing I did is I used this glyphosate, which is your Roundup. I got that from Tractor Supply. It's 40 some bucks. I've used probably about 3 or 4 of these things to kill off the fields. I didn't do any disking or plowing or anything. I just killed everything off, and then I used my broadcast spreader just to spray the seeds down. I just tried some 1010 fertilizer to spray on the soybeans and the leaves that are out there now. This is 2,4-DB. So this is a type of chemical that kills broadleafs without killing your clover and alfalfa. So if you just had 2,4-D, that would kill all broadleaves, including alfalfa and clover. But if you add the B to it, it does not kill that, supposedly. I just tried some Miracle-Gro, which is pretty neat. With this is one of these bags was exactly a whole tank of spray, 25 gallons in the buggy. So that's the other tool I use right there in my buggy. So a 25-gallon sprayer with a boom and the wand. And I use that as a foliar spray too, just kind of like a liquid fertilizer does. But I'm going to see, this is so much cheaper though, so I'm going to see if that actually works, because it was so convenient just to take one of these. They come in these individual packs like this that you're supposed to put inside your hose sprayer. So I dumped this whole thing inside my tank and added water and sprayed everything. So we'll see if it grows here. This is a chemical called, I don't know what it's called here, but the ingredient is Clethodim. Clethodim. And this kills grass only. And I tried that in the alfalfa field first. In my clover, and it killed everything, and the clover was perfect. And then all of a sudden some broadleaf started coming up, and that's why I put some 2,4-DB down. But this worked great. After I broadcast and frost seeded my clover, I put this down, and man, instantly nothing but clover. But over time, the broadleaf started coming back, and that's when I just sprayed this. So far to do the food plots, I'm pretty new, but it's working. Glyphosate, kill everything off. Then I broadcast the different types of seeds I had in there, and then the chemicals I use, grass killer, broadleaf killer, and then some liquid foliar spray. And I just put down some granular fertilizer too, and we'll see how that works too. But I just picked that up. It's like a pasture fertilizer, a lawn fertilizer that I use. And I did drag everything with my chain drag. right here. So the buggy pulling the chain drag, and that sprayer, and that's all I've used so far doing these food plots.